Netflix, Sony finalize KPop Demon Hunters sequel deal. And China's K-pop band hopes to follow in BTS's footsteps. And Audrey Nuna on singing as K-pop Demon Hunters Mira, Humanity in Music, and Living in a Simulation. Podcast. Netflix, Sony finalized K-pop Demon Hunters sequel deal. It appears everyone's favorite badass demon huntresses will return in a new animated installment, slated to hit the streamer in 2029, with original directors Maggie, Kang, and Appelhans reportedly in talks to return. Netflix and Sony have finalized a deal to bring KPop Demon Hunters 2 to the streamer in 2029, according to Variety. Multiple outlets have reported that directors Maggie, Kang, and Appelhans are in talks to helm the sequel. In the hit film, KPop Demon Hunters, K-pop superstars Rumi, Mira, and Zoe use their secret identities as badass demon hunters to protect their fans from an ever-present supernatural threat. Together, they must face their biggest enemy yet, an irresistible rival boy band of demons in disguise. Original music for the film was created by multiple K-pop writers and producers, including Teddy Park, 24, Danny Chung, IDO, Vince, Hueshe, Dinsuk of Theblackklabel, plus EJA, Jenna Andrews, Stephen Kirk, Lindgren, Mark Sonnenblick, Daniel Rhodes, and Ian Eisendrath, with an original song performed by members of Twice. Eisendrath served as executive music producer. Kang and Appelhans directed the hugely popular film from a script by Danya Jimenez, Hannah McMechen, Kang and Appelhans. Michelle Ellen Wong produced alongside co-producers Scott Barry and Jackie Priddle. The film is from Sony Pictures Animation. "We've set up so much for potential backstory," Kang previously told Variety. "Obviously, there's a lot of questions that are left unanswered and areas that are not explored. We had to do that because there's only so much movie you could tell in 85 minutes. China's K-pop band hopes to follow in BTS's footsteps. The latest arrival to the increasingly competitive fifth-generation K-pop boy band roster comes entirely from China, with ambitions to follow in the footsteps of K-pop powerhouses such as EXO, BTS, and Stray Kids. K-pop is something that people across the globe can enjoy together," said member Saho of boy band AM8IC during the group's debut showcase in Western Seoul on Monday. "The energy of the genre itself has also given us great strength. It was my childhood dream to become a singer," also said member Rooks. "It still feels like I'm dreaming to finally debut." AM8IC, pronounced as Ambic, consists of 5 Chinese members: Saho, Mingke, Chungji, Ru, and Chen. The rookie group is the first K-pop boy band launched by TOV Entertainment, helmed by CEO Yoon Beamro. Yoon is a dance trainer and choreographer who has been active mainly in China, working with more than 50 agencies in China from 2015 to 2022. According to TOV, AM8IC's name combines the prefix ambi, meaning both sides, and the word connect, signifying that the idea of connection lies at the heart of the boy band's concept and music. "It was my dream to launch a K-pop group consisting entirely of Chinese members," said Yoon, reflecting on his journey as a mentor in China. Yoon noted that when he first met the members as trainees, they each carried a bit of a serious, darker side, which inspired him to build the group's dark fantasy concept as the foundation for its aesthetics and storytelling. The boy band's debut EP, Lukoi, features 6 songs, the lead track Link Up, along with B-sides Paracosm, Escher, Buzzin', and Lukoi. AM8IC's dark fantasy-inspired world-building is vividly showcased in its eerie music video for the lead track, Link Up, where the boy band dances at night in blood-stained outfits. The members each cited Stray Kids, EXO, 17, BTS, Big Bang, and ENHYPEN as their K-pop role models growing up. Chen, who named Stray Kids as his longtime favorite artist, said, "I heard that they will soon make a comeback. I really hope to meet them in person one day." Audrey Nuna on singing as K-pop Demon Hunters Mira, Humanity in Music, and Living in a Simulation. Podcast. How she went from alt-rap artist to part of an international girl group phenomenon. Audrey Nuna caught up with Kyle Meredith to talk about her whirlwind year. One that saw her debut record Trench making waves and her role in K-Pop Demon Hunters turning into a global phenomenon. The singer, rapper, and songwriter digs into how her singing role as Mira in the animated project came about, what it means to balance her own creative identity with a new pop persona, and how she's approaching her next album with an eye toward imperfection and humanity. Listen above or wherever you get your podcasts. Nuna tells Meredith that her entry into K-Pop Demon Hunters was almost accidental. It was serendipitous, she says. Apparently, there were people who recommended me for this project. People I'd met when I was 15 or 20. I just said, sure, sounds fun. What came next was surreal. The song, Golden, went #1 on the Global 200 the last day of my Trench International tour. Everything has felt really surprising, but also weirdly predestined. She goes on to say how recording songs as Mira, instead of Audrey Nuna, led to her embracing a beautiful new type of relationship to have with songs where you truly are the recording artist. It's kind of really reinvigorating my relationship with recording as well, she continues. Just this idea that, I think sometimes when you're involved in so many different things and your hands are in so many different parts of the process, you kind of can lose sight of the fact that recording is an art in itself. And I think also in the age of hype nonchalance, and also a lot of auto-tune, and a lot of aesthetic-based music, you forget that at the end of the day, your job is to bring humanness to songs. It's a mindset that's informing her next phase. I think we're all craving something human, Nuna explains. I want to hear my actual voice more. I want to be off-tempo, no-click track. Things that feel right but wrong. She even laughs that she's living proof of her own simulation theory jokes. I never thought I'd be in a girl group. I'm like the least girl groupie person ever. And somehow I'm in this all-time charting group. Simulation confirmed. Listen to Audrey Nuna talk about K-Pop Demon Hunters, Trench, and more in the new episode above or by watching the video below. Netflix recently announced that K-Pop Demon Hunters 2 is targeting a 2029 release. Keep up on all the latest episodes by following Kyle Meredith on your favorite podcast platform. Plus, check out all the series on the Consequence Podcast Network. 68th Grammy Awards Song of the Year race. K-Pop Demon Hunters. Gaga, Bad Bunny, more, with the world still echoing its chorus. Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters has turned EJAE and Sonnenblick into the Grammys' unlikely frontrunner. The Song of the Year list captures a wide spectrum of hits, ranging from dynamic pop duos and R&B collaborations that charted for the rest of the year. For such a category, it's tough to cut this all down to one winner. On one hand, the nominees include Lady Gaga and ROSA and Bruno Mars with their party-ready anthems Abracadabra and Ept. Sabrina Carpenter takes a stand against emotionally unavailable men in Manchild, while Billie Eilish reflects on tangled relationships in Wild If Elauer. The rest of the nominees have strong rap contenders such as Kendrick Lamar and SCA's Luther, offering a smoky, slow-burning R&B tale of love, and Bad Bunny's Dead MF pairs his signature rap style in emotional territory. Doechii rounds out the list with Anxiety, her 2023 track that had lived a second life due to its unexpected virality. However, the dark horse and the nominee to likely bag the Song of the Year would go to EJAE and Mark Sonnenblick's Golden, from the soundtrack of K-Pop Demon Hunters. What began as a song for an animated feature became a cultural phenomenon, sweeping global charts and turning casual music listeners into K-pop fans. The track's soaring vocals and anthemic structure struck a chord that crossed language and genre barriers. EJAE, a Seoul-born songwriter, long credited for penning hits for Red Velvet, aespa, Twice and Les Seraphim, finally stepped into her own spotlight as a singer. Golden, co-written with American composer and lyricist Mark Sonnenblick, is both vocally demanding and emotionally charged, its climactic high note inspiring countless covers and reaction videos. Sonnenblick, known for his work in musical theater and films, brought a cinematic weight to the track structure, pairing EJAE's pop instincts with his knack for narrative-driven melodies. For K-pop artists and fans alike, The song cements EJA and Sonnenblick's place, not just within K-pop but across the broader pop landscape. The KPop Demon Hunters soundtrack is also up for Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media, a crowded field that includes F1, the album Sinners, and Wicked. Still, Golden stands out as the defining song of the year. The nomination proves that a breakout moment from an artist long behind the scenes would now be at the center of the world's music stage.